What kind of angle is this? Oh my!
So today we have a video of the unboxing and kind of a little preview of the new Ryzen 7 7700X with an X670E motherboard from MSI, the carbon version, and 32GB of DDR5 6000MHz CL36. Let's go into it. Today's video sponsor is GGG Mall, where using my SKG discount code leads to a 25% off across several products, making a Windows 10 serial key only $16. After the payment, you'll receive the key in your account, and all you need to do is to introduce it in your Windows settings, and bam! You have an activated system. Hello guys, this is Gameplays, I'm Fabio Pisco, and welcome to my channel. So I've had this kit for like a week, but last week I was on vacations and I wasn't even in Portugal, I was in Switzerland, so I couldn't possibly have these tested before this. Now I have them running on my main computer, I will have a new Windows installation done and so on. But still, let me just tell you that this wasn't sent by AMD, okay? I bought this with my own money, and I can tell you once again that I would never, and I repeat, I would never spend so much money on a computer build if it wasn't for the channel, okay? I'm buying it for the channel, obviously I gain money with the channel, so I'm investing in the channel by buying new parts. They cost me like 1,300 euros, yes, 1,300 euros, which is basically close to 2 minimum wages in Portugal. That's a lot. And it should be way less expensive. For example, the CPU should have been like $400, but due to taxes and also, of course, the inflation and everything, it was actually 500 euros instead of being 400 euros. Lots of money, but I did it for you. So let's cut the bullshit and let's go to the unboxing. So yeah, let's go to the unboxing. Well guys, as you see, we have three products here. We have a motherboard, the X670E from MSI. It's the carbon Wi-Fi version, which cost me a lot more than it should actually, over 500 euros. And believe me, I would never buy a motherboard so expensive if it wasn't for the channel. I'm just buying this for new tests, for giving you tests, and well, hopefully it will pay itself with time, okay? Now, as for the RAM, we have the TridentZ 5, okay, XMP 3.0 ready. I didn't find any kits with ready for the AMD parts, for the AMD 7000 series. I did not find a single one, so hence buying an XMP3, but at the same time it is 6000 CL36, okay? This was the advisable as sweet spot from AMD, so that's what I'm buying, okay? 32GB, nice. Once again, Ryzen 7 7700X, nice box by the way, the design is cool. I think they could have included a cooler, a simple one at least, but I mean, since these run so fast, I don't believe that having a stock cooler would be okay. Well, it would be okay, but I mean, people would complain a lot more than they are already, because 95 degrees, I know that they are made to work like that, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, the normal part in the box, Zen 4 architecture, socket AM5 and blah blah blah. Let's open the motherboard first. So, X570E, E means that it is basically it has everything that it is supposed to have. I mean, it has lots of USB connection, it has 4 Nvme slots. I still hope that it had more, like 6, but whatever. It has lots of PCI lanes, it has lots of power phases. Basically, it is top notch. Even you can't actually feel it, but if you touch it, see? Look at the noise. I mean, hear the noise. The sound. Even the cardboard has some rugosity, so yeah, this is worth money as well. Now, on the side, we have basically MSI, the Mag version, X670E, carbon Wi-Fi, whatever, the product code and so on, MSI. On the back, we have the several things that it has, like 8 plus 2 plus 1 VRM power design, premium thermal design, screwless M2 shield frozer, smart button, which is on the back of the motherboard, also a pretty nice thing, Gen 5 Lightning, Gen 5, I read Gen 5 here, whatever, Audio Boost 5, Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2, also with 2.5 gigas, that's how we say in Portuguese, 2.5G LAN, okay? So yeah, looks pretty cool. As for the other side, I believe it is the same, yeah, basically the same, just saying the same, but in a different direction. Now let's open the box and see what it brings. Okay, it seems that we have the accessories here, most likely, on this small card box, sorry. Okay, what is this? Oh yes, the accessories, exactly. Nice touch, by the way, but I mean, it's 500 euros, so you better have a nice touch. You better do, believe me. Now, let's see what do we have here. This is not the accessories. This is one of the accessories. It's not open. I have to rip it off. Okay. Okay, this is the wireless adapter that we have here. Okay. So yeah, basically that's it. Wireless adapter that you connect to your motherboard, because this is the Wi-Fi version. So you just connect these two connectors, and then you have the Wi-Fi antenna here. Okay, the receiver. That's pretty nice. And what do we have here exactly? Okay, this is the support of the antenna, whatever you want to call it. Yep, it will look like this. Stonks design plus 10. Let's go to the motherboard part. Or let's see if we have more accessories here. Let's actually see if we... Oh shit, if we have more accessories. Okay, the motherboard was trying to drop into the floor. But I didn't let her. So, these cables are for the RGB connections, as you can see. Cables for the RGB connections. Another cable for the RGB connections. Two cables actually. Oh no, it's just one cable. One cable for the RGB connections, as I'm trying to show. Basically, different RGB connections. Of course, this one has 4 entrances, while this one has only 3. Different connections, basically RGB versus ARGB. Then we have the normal and usual SATA cables. 2 of them. Yes, 2 SATA cables. Not bad, but usually motherboards used to bring more, like 4 SATA cables. But why? I mean, it's completely useless since NVMe's are taking the lead. Now we have support for the NVMe disks. Okay, these are the screws used on the NVMe's. Same here, so we have 2 of them. You can't actually see them, but 1 of them, 2 of them, and I believe we have something more. Okay, so far this is it. Cables. Yeah, another NVMe screw. Okay. Then we have this. I don't really know what this is. It seems like a pen drive with the drivers. Yeah, because the drivers don't come in CDs anymore. Let me just rip it. Yes, I believe it is a pen drive with the drivers. Yep. Focus, please. It's not focusing. Okay. Anyway, so it's a pen driver with the drivers from MSI, from the motherboard, okay? Not even the motherboards use CD anymore. Nobody uses CDs or DVDs anymore, so a pen drive it is. Okay, pen drives, quick installation guide. Quick installation guide. No, I prefer quick. Much better. European Union regulatory notices, blah, blah, blah. And we have several colors here, I believe. What is this? Fan, RGB. These are stickers. We have lots of stickers. okay? MSI stickers, the red one, the black one, and the white one. For the battery, we have lots of stickers actually. If you want to personalize your motherboard, well, you have these. These might be interesting for some. Not for me, but for some, definitely. Let's go to the motherboard. This thing is heavy. I mean, I'm used to heavy motherboards, but this thing is heavy. Listen to me, this is heavy as fuck. Look at this beauty. What a beautiful motherboard. Oh, now I know why this is heavy. Look at this. Jesus Christ, this is beautiful. I know why this is heavy. Look at this. This is chunky as hell. Come on. Just wait. Let me just take that. For we to have better contrast. Look at this kid. Look at this. It's just... It looks beautiful, but I mean... It's really, really heavy. I'm not even joking. This is metal. Metal, metal. Metal as well. Metal. And metal. That's why it's heavy. It's quite heavy. But this motherboard has several interesting features. We have lots of SATA entrances. We have six SATA entrances. We have the usual 4 DIMM slots. We have... Sorry for this. I don't know how to pick it up. I just don't want to put my hands much on it. Okay, this will suffice. As you can see, we have, for example, here the codes. The codes will appear here. I don't know how this menu or this visor or this display is basically the code manager. If you're having a problem loading your motherboard, it will display the codes with the errors, okay? So you can easily go and see what error you're having, like CPU error, motherboard error, and so on. This is where the codes will appear. So this is the debug LED on the motherboard. Obviously I was really stressed and tired, so words just didn't came to my head as they should. It's obviously a debug LED, and one really interesting thing is that this debug LED also functions as a CPU temperature measurement, okay? It actually shows the CPU temperature as you're using it, and it looks very, very good. So if you want to just know your CPU temperature, all you have to do is look at the debug LED and you know what the temperature of your CPU is. So that's a really, really nice feature. That's just a thing that I wanted to have. We have several connections for the fans as well. Pump fan, system fan, CPU fan. We have USB as well, debug USB here. We have 1, 2, 3 PCI slots. 2 PCI slots with protection and one of them normal. Okay, 2 with protection, 1 normal. We have more, I believe that we have more fan. Yes, we have another fan here, so system fan here. We have lots of fan entrances. We have PCI Express 5 on 2 slots. So this motherboard does not only have PCI Express 5 on 1 slot, it has PCI Express 5 on the 2 slots, okay? That's also what you pay for. So PCI Express 4 on the first slot and on the PCI Express 5, sorry, on the first slot and second slot, and 4 NVMEs. 2 of them go here, and the other 2 go here, okay? Pretty nice. Now, as for the input and output, we have the buttons, like I told you before. We have the Smart, we have the BIOS, and we have the CMOS button, okay? As you can see here, CMOS, Smart, and BIOS. Then we have for the iGPUs, for the internal GPUs, we have the HDMI, and we have the DisplayPort as well. In terms of USBs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USBs 3.2 Type A, okay, and 2 USBs 3, I believe, or 3.1. And we also have 2 USB Type C ports, which is very nice. So 1 here and 1 above. As for here, we have the Wi-Fi, where we actually connect or not the Wi-Fi adapter that we got with the motherboard. And as for here, we have the SPDIF out, and then we have the normal sound connections. As for the back, well, It looks beautiful. It is what it is. The plate is also very, very good looking. And yeah, basically it is what it is. Not much to show off. Looks nice though. Looks very, very nice. Now let's open the CPU, the Ryzen 7, with a mythical pen. Okay. It will do it. I believe so. Now with something that was actually made to cut. Okay. Butter smooth. Let's open it. And all we have here is manuals, okay? So little manuals from AMD, and then we have the CPU. Let's take it off. Oh, it opens like this. It's kind of how Intel does it. I don't like it. Anyway, yeah, it's here. Whatever. And here we have the CPU. We can kind of take it off, I believe. Okay, now we have the CPU. Ryzen 7 7700X. Beautiful. It's quite smaller than the previous Ryzen CPUs. Yeah, or at least it seems quite smaller. The Ryzen 7 sticker as well. But I mean, it really seems smaller, which is interesting. Now, let's take this off. Yep, beautiful. LGA socket there instead of the usual PGA with the pins on the CPU. We have now the pins on the motherboard. So you also have to be careful, okay? You have to be less careful with the CPU, but you have to be more careful, way more careful with the motherboard because the pins are there, okay? It looks beautiful. What an amazing chip. As you put it there, you just let it sit. You don't do pressure, okay? Just let it sit and then bam, connect it. Yep. Bam. Just there. Easy as it can be. As for the RAM kit, let's see how it looks. Using, once again, something made to cut properly. Butter smooth. Open that J-Skill. Let's open it. Let's see how it looks. Like the usual DDR5 kits or DDR4 kits. Not much of a difference actually, in terms of style obviously. In terms of DDR5 and DDR4, they are completely different. As DDR5 now has voltages controlled by the own RAM and not the motherboard, okay? So the voltage controller is now on the RAM and not on the motherboard like on previous generations, okay? Making the RAM more expensive as well. But it looks damn great. I won't lie. Okay. Okay, the bottom one is also disconnect, unlike the Asus motherboard. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, and done. Looking good so far. Looking good. So guys, that's all for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm very excited with the new parts. I will do some very, very interesting tests very soon, so do not miss them out. I will do more GPU comparisons now with a new CPU. I will do an overclocking and a comparison in between stock curve optimizer and manual overclocking, because yes, manual overclocking is a thing again on the Ryzen 7000 series, but curve optimizer also works way better than stock. But that will be for another video. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, subscribe, and well, see you in the next one. I will just stop slapping my legs. It's enough. Bye.